I was out on the plains southwest of Lushville, chopping acacia. This was penance for stealing the leather from the farming town. What Lud had actually asked for was a paddock, including a herd of cows, as a means to replace the last of the leather that I took. But to build the paddock, I'd need wood. 100 trees. That would probably do it. Whilst I was out, I saw a group of pillagers wandering nearby. I was thankful I'd decided to don my enchanted iron helmet that I'd dubbed Sturdy. For now, though, the pillagers were keeping their distance. I made a fence for Lushville's paddock large enough to house a herd of cows suitable for forgiveness from Lud. During the building process, I picked up an enchanted bow and leather helm from the local monsters, none of which were creepers, thanks to Titan's presence. Since Aquilzar attacked him at Fool's Landing, he'd been extra clingy. Lushville had fewer roaming monsters now anyway, thanks to the appearance of multiple golems, just like in Old Carlton. Lud and Bob had many of them protecting their produce. With space to roam, a large pond to drink from, and grass or hay to graze on, the first two residents of the paddock seemed perfectly happy. I had underestimated the amount of wood I'd need. At least out on the plains, Lud's disappointed look couldn't pierce me. Instead, it was the bolts of the Dunmore Crag pillagers that had that opportunity.
I thought the defender of Lushville was meant to be dead.
No matter, lads. He's all by himself now.
After defeating the would-be attackers of Lushville, a peculiar sensation gripped me. As I started heading back, Nellie pulled me away. Something was wrong. The strange sensation was lingering, so I tried to pass the time at Copperwater Cave, but before long I got itchy feet and walked back to Fool's Landing. At least there I could enchant a new axe to make the tedious job of gathering acacia a little faster. There I was met by Bogey. Bogey was selling slime balls, which he claimed had useful properties when it came to engineering, amongst other things. Once again charmed, I went to dip into the last of my stash of emeralds when I found what I suspected was his old llama tethered in my square. Quinn must have left it there after he'd pinched it from Bogey in Old Carlton. My plan to hide the llama in the farmhouse with Shudder lasted all of a few minutes. After buying a slime ball and a mangrove propagule, the llama burst into the barn to greet their old owner, or at least their old llama friends.
What in the blazes are you doing here?
I didn't take kindly to Bogey's rough greeting of his old pet. As Bogey yanked the brown llama to his side, I joined the tug-of-war for the beast. In the end, I tethered the confused animal to the barn's fence, which Bogey couldn't untie. Ignoring Bogey's yells from the barn, I went to the enchanting table, but was put out when I realised I'd used up all the lapis lazuli. The table shook, then buzzed, and then an ethereal figure rose up from within. It was Aquilzar, the witch who attacked Titan.
It's you who has incarcerated me in this foul table. Release me!
I didn't know how or why the witch had been trapped, but she didn't want to hear it. Instead, she preferred to insult me, although that turned out to be quite helpful. Hacklesar noted the strange sensation was a curse, and then berated me for not knowing the simple cure to most curses: milk. I was incorporating some engineering into Lushville's new cow farm. The locals were fascinated as they watched me build well into the night, and one even got stuck in the plumbing, with Bogey, who had followed me from Fool's Landing. After a quick trip to Old Carlton to drop off stubble and buy some redstone from Phineas, the collection chute was ready to be tested. Whilst the leather I'd taken from Lushville was the smoking gun Ludd needed to confront me, his real grievance, as well as the others in Lushville, was that I had built the library in Old Carlton, elevating their reputation in the process. But now that I had provided them with a herd of cows, they were satisfied I wasn't playing favourites. Traded away all the produce I'd brought from Fool's Landing, which was the cherry on the cake for Ludd. He let me keep some of the leather from the cow farm, now that the debt was repaid and tensions were cleared. Ludd wasn't one to hold a grudge.
Come back again soon. By then we'll have this cow farm up and running proper.
I sneaked off to Mount Pauly to pick up Talas. When Bogey finally escaped from the collection chute and realised I was gone, he must have headed straight to Fool's Landing, because he was waiting for me again. With the emeralds I'd earned in Lushville, I made peace with the irritable trader when I cleared his stock of slime balls. Having not ever really felt much affection towards his brown llama, in the end, Bogey left the beast with me. I don't know quite how it happened, but Bogey managed to leash the brown llama right from me, and then the brown llama was just attached to him. I didn't know that they did that. I mean, the leash was invisible, so it might have been some sort of a bug, but yeah, be careful of those wandering traders, they steal your llamas. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.